choose to put a... No. She said her piece, and I'm going to ask a couple questions.
It's gotten a little bit large. I don't think you should dress like you weigh 120 pounds.
I'm telling you guys, a lot of these girls are not qualified to be girlfriends, let alone fucking wives.
Sexy American Eagle.
Since that journalist and others revealed claims of sexual assault and rape by Russell Brand.
It's sad that you can't walk anywhere and be comfortable.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
That was the best car of all of them. I prefer the Lambo. She goes, I don't like that one. Da, da, da. Like, listen, I bought them all, and I fucking said this is the best one. Shut up.
You wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful. It's very sad.
Aren't you on a diet, no?
No. What, are you kidding? I'm not squeezing into any suit anytime soon.
I mean, you are, in quotes, a serious actress. Yes.
You're going to have children. What are you going to do for life?
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
I'm obsessed with her.
I'm obsessed with her.
You are obsessed with her. Feminism is about giving women choice. It's about freedom. It's about liberation. It's about equality. I really don't know what my tits have to do with it. It's very confusing.
I think for me, I really did gel with boys and girls, so I didn't feel that I couldn't play football. I had triple 90 football boots. I was inspired by my cousins. They played a lot of football and tennis, and I think in general I didn't really like sport, but I was definitely encouraged to be who I wanted to be. There was never a point where I felt that I was ever excluded.
Media's been opened more to the younger people because obviously it's evolving, but these young people are seeing all these relationships on screen and they're feeling pressured to like have these relationships as soon as possible. That's why people are, you know, having their first kisses younger and things like that, because they want to have those things that they're seeing in these films and TV shows and things like that. But then there's also the academic pressure, because everyone around you, I remember in my high school, everyone was very like, you need to have a 9, you need to have an 8, like a 4 is not good enough. And it's just like, it's not very nice at all.
When you walk down the street, I've definitely been wolf whistled at, and I'm sort of the sort of person that I'll take anything, like I don't care, but then deep down when you get home you're like, that could have maybe turned into something that I didn't want. Or when I've been out and about clubbing years ago with my friends, there's been a few comments made, some maybe fat-phobic comments, but equally I've kind of managed to ignore it, and I wouldn't say I've had a really bad experience, but I know people that have, and definitely people, you know, like have had their drinks spiked, and that can happen to men or women, I know that, but yeah, I know people that have had that, and that's really upsetting, because I do think that, you know, in that particular instance, you know, a woman was taken advantage of, and that's just not okay. And I do think that now we've got people we can look up to, and I think it's being talked about a lot more. But I mean, to be honest with you, like before social media, I think it would have been even worse.
I had like, not the original Barbies, I would have like the Disney princess Barbie type things, and I always used to like cut their hair and stuff like that.
I used to have quite a lot. I had a massive box, which is in my attic now, a massive box just filled with all the different Barbies. I only had one Ken doll though. Everything else was Barbie. I had a car, I had a horse and everything.
I have to say it, and it's partly because I love Ryan Gosling anyway, but he was my favourite character, which was Ken. Margot Robbie did an amazing job as Barbie, and I really, really loved her. I do think Ken he just made me laugh, and I think when I was going to watch that film, I wanted to be, and Margot was brilliant, but I wanted to be entertained, and he really did that for me. Ryan Gosling, I love most of him in what he does, and it's not just because he's good looking. I actually think he's a good actor as well. Some may disagree with that, but you know. And I think it was just a really uplifting film. So yeah, he's my favourite, Ken.
I quite like the, I can't remember her name, the young girl. Kind of like related to her a bit, of like growing up and she's just trying to fit in with everyone, but she's like a child still deep down, like things like that.
I did like it. I thought by the end you could piece everything together, and I think especially it's not really aimed at sort of anyone, so even the younger people that are going to watch it, like younger teenagers, they'll definitely understand the concept of it, even with all the different storylines.
It was definitely, its objective, I feel, was to empower women and to kind of go against what maybe Barbie's creators had done before. I feel like there was an element of, because Margot Robbie is gorgeous anyway, you could argue that it's typecast in a way that is kind of synonymous with how Barbie used to be. So would it have been better to have a plus-size Barbie? Looking at the film as a whole, I think they did an amazing job. There was a lot of funny moments and a lot of emotional moments, but when I look at it, I think in general, I think they did a lot for the female core, really. I feel like as a woman myself, I was in that film, I felt it myself, even though I don't look like Margot Robbie. There was all different types of Barbies, so they definitely were very inclusive. One of the characters, I think Alan, was really cool in it, and he was quite a really strong undercurrent character. And I think with Ken becoming sort of more masculine, as it were, it was kind of showing that actually you don't need that, like just be who you are.
Well, I do quite like Greta, because I'm a fan of her work, because she did the Lady Bird and I think Little Women as well. I quite like them films, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I love her as a director. I loved her, what's it called, Little Women, Lady Bird. I just love her so much. She's such a great, and when you see her in like the pictures and behind the scenes, she works really well with the actors, and that's just amazing to me, how you can communicate things just from her and come out with a film like that. It's crazy.
I'm just Ken, anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility? I'm just Ken, where I see love, she sees a friend. What will it take for her to see the man behind?